Good morning, folks. Back at the Bama Savanna. It's January 4th. It's about 27 degrees and the dogs just got here. Say good morning. I'm up at the Boynton Oak Grove and you can see this is probably one of our most interesting cuboys here, and it still has, I don't know, half or more of its leaves. I learned a word from Adam at Learn Your Land YouTube channel called marcescence. Trees that hold their leaves through the winter, that's called marcescence. Anyway, what am I doing up here? It's really cold. We are trying to get a prescribed burn in early this year, and one of the things that we need to do before the burn is blow out all the leaf litter, sticks, and in particular fat lighter pine, which is laying all over the place here. The cuboy is fire adapted, but there hasn't been a fire up here in who knows how long, and there's so much fuel on the ground that we don't want to risk torching these dudes. We've got this backpack blower here. It's the biggest one that Steel makes, and it'll pretty much blow the moss off the rock and the dirt off the ground. The sun is coming up. It's really beautiful, bright. To give you another little view of the cuboy, I'm gonna try to get back away from it here. So to give you an idea of the amount of debris / fuel on the ground, this is all Virginia pine for the most part, and hickory stems. And I'm gonna put my foot out there. You can see there's a lot of dry fuel on the ground, which will burn very well, but we do not want to cook the Quercus boyntonii. Give you a little panorama here of the area. I don't think you can see them, but there's green flags on. I'm gonna zoom in here so you can see better maybe. There's some pink flags right straight ahead. And there's probably 75 or so of these trees here that we're trying to not only save, but get them to flourish. Here's another little cuboy that's maybe 8-10 feet tall at the topmost branch. And I should add that these cuboys are not hurting in any way from all this fuel on the ground. The only risk is if we ever did have a wildfire up here, they would be gone. So we're trying to pare back this fuel. Here's an example of a tree that doesn't really belong up here. We're about 50 feet off the ridge where normally fires would come through here every couple of years, either lightning strikes or intentionally set. But the Virginia pine would not normally be here, and you can see this dead snag. That's a big fire hazard. Here's another large Virginia pine. And there is a twin trunk Virginia pine. They're just all over. I would say 3/4 of them are dead, partly because it's too windy up here most of the time. This one you can see the top's been twisted out of it. All this is a massive amount of fuel that would not normally be here if we had fire, even if it was every 5 or 6 years. But as far as we know, it may have been 50 years since we've had fire. So part of our goal is to fix that and bring fire back. All right, that's all for today from the Bama Savanna. I'm gonna get back to blowing.